Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of REM Buzz. I'm your host, Kaz. Of course, today we got Gunit and Callum as well. The full team is here from Down Under. So today, I think we're going to do a bit of a comprehensive areas, all aspect of our project. Obviously, I'm going to talk about it a bit of what's happening at the moment. And Callum will give you some in-depth information on graphs, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and a new coin as well. He will give something, and also all of the impact for REM and where's REM at, and how solid we are running at this stage. And also we got Goody today. He's going to give you a bit of an update and what's happening currently happening in Australia with the property market and whatnot. So guys, before we started, I always talking about the RWA tokenization and where the world heading. Obviously, President Trump has started the trend by signing the executive order with the Genuine Act, or that will push more institutions to push into RWA tokenization or add RWA into their portfolios, including retirement funds. That's a big deal. Also exchanges like Ondo, RW tokenization, they tokenize the US treasuries and bonds. Of course, that's going to be in millions, and big institutions like even Theta investing in agriculture area like 600 million. Those are not small numbers, guys. So what's that mean to us is like REM already started these kind of stuff. We already tokenizing real estate. We are digitalizing, and we already have our security token tied into our property deeds in Australia. So what you guys can do is fraction of the cost. We always may say this, fraction of a Bitcoin, you can own a fraction of ownership in there. So what REM trying to do is when the institutions doing the structural changes, we do the ground level work, and we are ahead of it. And we already started off thing, and all the proof are in our websites. All these all these episodes, what we do, we're transparent. We always give you what's happening in the world, and also with the project updates. And you can follow us, and you can see what we do, what we see, what we walk the talk pretty much, right? That's what we all hear. You can see in our website what we're doing, and that's a big thing for our community too. That's why they're with us, confidence and REM chart shows that the confident level. So without further ado, I'll jump into Callum. Callum, I think you're ready with what's happening today with the graphs and Ethereum, Bitcoin, and REM. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Kaz. Very exciting news, guys. You know, the genuinity of that Genuine Act, as Kaz mentioned, I was just thinking about it. You know what? Like, what's the meaning of genuinity? Genuine means, like, for example, say when this SEC says this is a security, this is a utility. What's the differentiation? It's a very thin line, guys. Till now, it's a very thin line to say yes or no, and anyone can interpret anything to say this is a security token or this is a utility token, right? Now, what's happening here is there's a clear guideline. If there's a genuine, clear guideline to actually separate all these assets and classify as per government legislation, then no one has an issue. You just need to make sure that it is what it is, right? For example, REM, guys, as you know, community and anyone joining here, welcome to you all, by the way. It's just that we make sure that utilities are there to compensate the utility token format. If we were to say REM is a utility token, we would make sure there are sufficient utilities to compensate that utility component, right? Hence, we can't be classified as a security or anything else, therefore, right? We need to make sure that the utilities are there. So with a clear guideline, definitely with a clear guideline, we can compensate that issue, and then our investors, our token holders here would have a security that we are doing the genuine thing to make sure that our utility token is a utility token, right? So given that information, I would like to go to the charts. Let's go back to the charts, guys. It is important that we notice this. Here we go. This is the actual market. If you can see here now, look, again, we're fluctuating up and down, but we're fluctuating in the same area. Bitcoin's going from, say, 120 to 110 here. So fluctuating in that area, that region, nothing to worry. That's a stable region. That even here, you can see there's a stability here. We put two lines, two parallel lines here and here. You can see it's going off there. And then Ethereum going up till, 4.9, and then all of a sudden 4.3. Again, this is nothing to worry about, guys. Again, it's stable. It's just moving up and down. XRP is doing the same thing, going from 3.5 all the way down to 2.86. So you know what? This is not the end of the world. This is just a small catch up from previous. Someone probably selling, which is not bad anyway. I always say you need to take some profit. So profit taking is very good. If someone's taking profit, beautiful, because you can add them to microcaps like REM or anything like here as well. And scroll down to Cardano, BNB, which I'll do some little bit of information here about BNB. I will, as Kaz mentioned in his last segment, most of our community is asking about different tokens, and I would like to highlight different things as we go on. Today, let's talk about BNB. So without further ado, let's go to the Bitcoin USDT chart. Okay, guys, this is the monthly chart. Let me refresh this again. There we go. This is the monthly chart, guys. Again, why I want to start with monthly charts, for you to know where we are heading, where are we now. From here up to here, this is from January 2023, from the last boom bear market till now, we have a 655% gain in Bitcoin. Well, if someone's taking profit, can't blame them. Can we blame them? No, guys, we can't blame them. There's this getting 6x or 7x here. Why should someone be blamed on this? Okay, if someone's waiting all the way here, and if it crashes down like this, well, it's your fault, right? You didn't take your money. You didn't take your cash out now. You don't want to cash out here. You don't want to cash out here. You really want to think of DCA, dollar cost average, cashing out here. Yes, definitely yes. As I always say, it needs courage, guys. It needs courage to stick onto this market. Wait for this market. Stand in there until from this bear market over here, all these years, they've 2-3 years waiting and waiting and wait. It needs courage. And if you had this courage, congratulations, as I always say. Okay, so without further ado, let's go back to our 2-hour charts. Okay, someone would say, oh, it's gone down. Well, what's the difference? If you look at that beautiful, brilliant number that we had the other day, you check that 600%, even if you cash out here, you're not going to lose out, is it? But if you bought up here and then you're selling here, it's not good. I had a friend talking to me like in a few days, and he was asking me a question. Cal, is this a good time to purchase Bitcoin? Okay, then I should be asking another question. What happened to you, my friend, during the bear market? Why didn't you purchase during the bear market? Guys, bear market, all over here, you had the opportunity to purchase. Do you actually have to purchase here because everyone's talking about it? Do you? I mean, guys, this is an honest advice. I can say buy REM, buy Bitcoin, yeah, happy days. I don't want you to fail. I'm seriously consideration. There's a huge consideration when there's a 600% upwards trend. Should you be working on buying right up here? No, there would be another cycle. So let's wait for that game and we can do that. You don't need to worry about Bitcoin. But you have, if you really want it, you got Cardano, you even got XRP, but look, again, XRP is in the middle of it now. With other altcoins are here, you know what, and REM's there. REM's not peaking up like Bitcoin. Bitcoin has done its job, guys. Ethereum is doing its job. You guys need to make sure you're correctly placed. Let's look at the Bitcoin dominance today for monthly chart of Bitcoin dominance. Again, gone down a little bit. Let's look at the, for example, 1-day chart. This is a very good indication, guys. The Bitcoin dominance compared to Ethereum and other market has gone down. Went up a little bit, but gone down. Great indication for an altcoin season, right? That's what it is. I want you to be very cautious, very careful on this issue, because you need to understand where to get your money out. Now, I can't emphasize more. When you see such things, you need to take some profit out from your Bitcoin. But if you're a long-term investor and you're never going to sell your Bitcoins, it's going to be last long until generations, well, that's up to you, right? It's not me, it's up to you. Think about it, but don't get disheartened when it falls. Don't get disheartened when something's gone up. You took that decision. That's your decision. You need to do your due diligence. Don't take Cal's word. Don't take anyone's word. Do your research. Okay, let's go to BNB, right? Let's do a BNB USDT chart. So let's look at this Binance BNB USDT chart. Okay, again, guys, if you look at this 2023, you should have been buying BNB for what? 212, something 210, 212 price line, right? Now it's up here. You're wondering, oh, everyone's talking about crypto. Let's buy BNB. Good on you. But let's look at this movement from here up to here. What is this? Again, half of what Bitcoin has achieved, which is like 324%, right? And it has gone this much, and you're trying to get the leverage of from here and upwards. Your opportunity cost for not purchasing in the down under is 324%, guys. This is why I'm just saying, yes, you can purchase crypto. No one's stopping you, but I'm just saying, keep an eye on this. If someone has purchased even from here, even let's look at this. Like, I'll put it up here and then I'll take another one. Say someone went and purchased something from here, okay, here, right? Let me do that again. Someone has purchased from here, right? This is in September 2024, last year, right? Close to this time last year. You're making a 74% gain. Why now? You need to hold, guys. You need to buy. Long-term investing, you're not trading. If you're trading, this is not the chart for you. If you're trading, it's a different chart. This is long-term hold, and you make some money. You pay your capital gains tax, not your income tax, and you won the game, right? So this is the beauty of it. So let's go back to the BNB 2-hour charts. Okay, guys, so if you're interested in those small time frame cash outs, well, guess what? This is probably a good time to purchase BNB, because you see this, there's a downturn. Now, even though you see a big downturn, see how much of a downturn it is. 6%. Right? 2-hour chart will indicate you, wow, it's a big downturn. It's 6%. It's not like 700, 300% down. Right? This is not the bear market. This is a small gain, so you can do small up and downs, but don't get burned, guys. I'm going to be very careful on this issue. You need to keep your crypto still now. And if you have forgotten it and you woke up today, well, congratulations. Now you need to smell slowly, right? So given this information, look at this. It's just like around, if you go right down the bottom, it's again 7% underneath here. So it's like a 7% dip. Not a big deal, because in August 2025, we went to the same scenario. Went up, went down, that sort of a thing, right? But if you check something like REM, guys, this is very important that we are going through some very, that's why I want to show you guys. We're going through some very important thing like the SEC, right? MEX is very good. They're checking how we're doing in the project and everything. All these projects are monitored, which is really good. That's not the end of the world, but it's very important that it's being monitored, right? But if you go here, we are waiting for a huge gain here, guys. From here to 93 cents. I always say this, right? This is a great opportunity, a great time to purchase your REM, because it would go up again like this here. you're going to double up your money up here. So it's see these green candles coming up. So people are going to buy now. It's going to go up, and they're going to sell back again. So this is the nature of the business. You need to understand this is a micro cap, which can head up to here. It's not a forecast. It's not financial advice. It's just pure charts, right? So this is a great opportunity. You don't need to put your whole life savings on this, but I'm just saying, you know what? Small amounts would do. So BNB chart is good. So if someone were to ask, Callum, can I buy Binance now? Well, let's go back. Check for yourself, right? Okay, let's do a little bit more digging. A little bit more. Let's go monthly. Okay, where are you now? This is 2018, 22, and you see this huge gap. Okay, what's the difference here? I always check the difference so you can see and have a measurement for yourself. Okay, it's like a 3,000, 4,000% measurement. You don't need to go that far. If we were to say, okay, can we have a, I don't know, quarter of this, which is like, say 1,000%, or even like say 100% guaranteed. Where are we now? I mean, we don't need to have a huge increments here. We are 300%, guys. Look, I'll be very cautious, but it's not the altcoin season yet. So I'm thinking of like at least 1,000% from right down the bottom up here to here. So we're looking around, say, another 2-3 times. If that's the case, and if that's the case, yeah, why not? Small amounts, not a huge amount, a small amount. If you ask me right up here in the bear market, yeah, I would say go for it, right? But BNB has done a very good trend here, guys. You can see they've done an amazing feed from here. Even though it's not the altcoin season, it has gone up. So if you held BNB till now, congratulations again. You know, I say this congratulations thing for you to understand how well you've done just by holding to your cryptos. Not many people can do that. Guaranteed, not many people can do that. If you held your cryptos all the way up here without selling, no excuses, congratulations. This video is for you to congratulate. Not only that, well, if you want to purchase up here, I'll say let's stay a little bit longer. If it falls down a little bit for market correction, you can do that purchasing, but then again, it will go up. So look, even if you go up a little bit more, say in altcoin season, we can see we haven't been to the altcoin season, so it's not bad to have some BNB in your portfolio even now. But again, be cautious, guys. As I always say, be cautious in a bear market. In a bull market, if someone were to ask me, can I buy? I just go back a little bit because I figure that an intelligent investor would wait for the bear market and do your DCA buying in the bear market. When you are DCA bear market bought yourself, you forget about everything. You don't listen to your market. Mr. Market talks to you, and here and then tragedy comes in, tornadoes flows off. You don't care. You stick into your guns. This is an asset. You bought it, you left it, you forgot about it. Right? If you can't forget about it, well, guess what? Try to start something new and say, oh, I lost all my money for a scam or something, and now I'm going to wait. Okay. You know, when you lose money for something that you never can retrieve, guys, what do? Do you sell it? You can't sell it. It's gone, right? Think like that. Always need to think like that. I don't have an asset called crypto. And you wait, and then you sell. DCA sell now. Now, when I'm telling you guys, you need to DCA sell, and if you guys come to me and ask the question, can I buy some? It just contradicts with the mindset of buying and selling. So you can do that, but no one can claim that altcoin season is going to come. It is definitely going to come. It's going to come. It's not definitely going to come. There is a percentage of, say, 80 to 20% even now that we can go to a bear market without an altcoin season. Can that happen? That can happen. No one's going to bet for it, like 100% bet. Yes, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. It may happen. 80%, 90% it may happen. But there is always this 10%, 20% gap that it can fall off for some odd reason, for no reason, right? If that happens, if you didn't cash yourself, if you didn't go and DCA sell, you're not selling everything, you're dollar cost average selling, then you're actually falling down behind. So I like to hit this to people, basically have a sort of a guilt on people, and also to congratulate people to make them happy. I say, if you held onto your cryptos, congratulations, because not many people can do that. With that, Kaz, over to you.
Thank you very much, Cal. That's very good information. Yeah, I know the temptation is there, but you hold your crypto assets, you are a winner. And what I got that from, hold on to it. It's not over yet. There's good days yet to come. So that guys. So let's jump into Gunit now. Gunit, lots of things happening in Australia, as in the interest rate cuts and the rest of the world with our property portfolio. So what can you tell us about?
Yeah, I mean,
situation?
first of all, I mean, for listeners, Cal's advice is golden, right? So we've got investors who have listened to our podcast. Basically, they sold their assets and bought properties, right? So we actually mentioned that, right? If you sell at least 50%, 20% of your Bitcoin, that itself is a deposit
Okay.
for a property in Australia, right? So we can't tell more than this. People have heard ourselves, they have gone and purchased properties, right? So we do have that option. So we are not asking you to sell the entire portfolio, just a fraction of your portfolio, make that as a deposit, and we can help you to finance properties in Australia. Not in Australia, Australia, USA, and Dubai. So having said that, what happened in Australia during the last few days, the government has introduced a new scheme for first home buyers. So this is mainly for Australian local buyers. So now the first home buyers can purchase a property up to $950,000 with just 5% of a deposit. What this means is the property market is going to get boom. So this happened in the last cycle as well. Before COVID, government gave a lot of incentives. The market just went crazy. So this is going to happen as well. So this is mainly for local buyers. Earlier it was around 700,000. So there was a cap. As you all know, the prices have gone up. Now they have given up to a leverage of 950,000. So this will have more demand in the market. There's a lot of construction will happen, and therefore the prices will slowly start to come up. So as an investor, as an overseas investor, what can you do? This is the best time to buy. So we can't harp more on this. The prices will go up. And if you purchase now, the prices will flourish, prices will go up, and you can get a very good capital appreciation. So what we have for overseas investors, we do have apartments. We've spoke about apartments renting versus Airbnb. We can highly recommend that doing an Airbnb business with your apartment will give you at least about 30 to 40,000 more rental income than a standalone rental income. So you got that opportunity as well. Having said that, there are more capital appreciation properties all over Australia. So if you take Adelaide for an example, last 2 quarters, the capital appreciation has been more than 20%. And if you take the last 3 years, the capital appreciation has been over 17% in suburbs like Munapara in Adelaide. So it is growing mainly because of the high migration boom which is happening. Same thing is happening in Perth as well as Melbourne as well as in Brisbane. Brisbane, the key highlight is 2032 Olympics. In 1994, when the government announces that Olympics going to get held in Sydney, the prices started to flourish. Same thing, we are seeing it in Brisbane as well. So if you all want to invest in Brisbane, we got some great stock as well. We got properties in Melbourne, Adelaide, and Perth. An additional feature that we got in our armory is something called NDIS properties. This is basically, as an overseas buyer, you can buy these properties. These are mainly for disabled people. The government is giving at around 100 to 120,000 per participant rental income. So you can imagine you can get about 170,000 to 220,000 per year if you get 2 participants. So that's a ridiculous amount of rental income compared to your standalone rental income, which you'll get about 30 to 40,000 from one house. So we got that beautiful packages as well. So these are going very, very hot. These are like hot cakes, guys. So we got more opportunities. So what we'll do is we'll do more videos and encourage our investors on these properties. If you do have more info, you know what to do. Contact us as always. That's about it. So hope to give some more insight in a more podcast.
No worries. Thank you very, very much, Gunit. So, guys, there you go. You heard from Gunit what's happening in Australia and the real estate world over globally. So, yeah, if you need more information on that, please feel free to drop us a word in our community groups or via our socials. Or you can always subscribe, like and comment on that. But not only that, Gunit also will do some comprehensive information sessions with some videos for you. Same like what Callum do with the crypto area. So stay tuned for this one. So guys, before we go, so what's the take on this today's podcast is pretty much hold on to your crypto asset. It's not over it. It's good days are coming. Everyone's still feeling very, very bullish. Obviously, obviously the Bitcoin and Ethereum has dropped. People said because Binance done a massive dump. Those are rumors. Maybe it's market manipulation. Who knows? It doesn't bother me because every cycle these things happen, right? Big companies manipulate the market. You know that we all seen it. So don't panic. Hold on to your asset. Good days are yet to come. Saying that, I think that's it, the time for us to with you for today. And check our REM site. Obviously you can get great deals with REM, as you know, being a microcap. So guys, thank you very much for joining us today's episode of REM Buzz. And we will come back with another episode. Thank you and have a good day.
Bye. Thank you.